Good evening, everyone. We will call the 567th meeting of the Planning Board of the Village of Depew to order. Could we have a roll call, please?
Member Soha.
Here.
Member Fedorovich.
Here.
Member Matusek.
Here.
Member Spencer.
Present.
And Chairman Wojciechowski.
Here. Everybody please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, notification of emergency exits.
The emergency exits are located to my left and to the rear of the room. In an event of an alarm or emergency, please move in an orderly fashion to the exits and evacuate the building.
Thank you. So we have one item on the agenda tonight. It's for the property located at 6300 Transit Road. Could we have the legal notice, please?
Please take notice that the Village of Depew Planning Board will hold a hearing on Thursday, February 6th, 2025 at 7 p.m. Pre-board meeting begins at 6:30 p.m. in the conference room in the council chambers of the municipal building, 85 Manitou Street, Depew, New York, to consider the application for submission by Bradley Kyler, owner and operator of Herbal IQ, for the property located at 6300 Transit Road, Depew, New York, 14043. The following matters to be reviewed. They are requesting the following: a special use permit to operate an adult use cannabis retail dispensary. Any and all persons interested in such application will be heard at this time.
Thank you. So who's here representing the project? If you could come forward to the podium. For the record, state your name, your relationship to the project, please.
My name is Brad Kyler. I'm the owner of Herbal IQ.
And what are you proposing with your submittal?
We'd just like to move our location to 6300 Transit Road. And I mean, we're still going to hold the lease at the old building, but we just feel like we need to move. You know, it hasn't been how we
Space concern, or is it room, or is it?
I mean, we got enough space, but I mean, like I said, everybody's seen what we did on Transit Road, like the whole New York State. Even companies from California, everybody are coming to Transit Road, and we just feel like that building, if we can, you know, when they approve the lounge and can have a little area, a little more room, I mean, it'll kind of keep us alive. You know what I mean? Because they're bringing them in fast, like real fast.
And just for the record, you have purchased the property, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And I know you were sitting in the room and you heard some of the comments, but
Yep.
just to get it legally on the record here, some of the things that we need to address. Again, the parking spaces need to be on your submittal so
Right.
that code enforcement has something to enforce over the years. Not that, you know, you seal the parking lot and then the parking spaces change.
Yeah.
So that needs to be on a submittal. And as Terry had mentioned, probably 2 handicap spots.
Okay.
I'm sure with your line of business, you do get a
Yeah.
lot of handicapped people coming in.
Yeah.
So that definitely would be, do you have any use for a dumpster? You generate that much refuse that you would use a dumpster?
Yeah. When we bought the building, when I looked at it, they had it just sitting on the corner. And when you pull in, go around the back, they had a spot right there for it. But I mean, our plans are to pave that side parking lot, or that grass lot right there. We want to pave the whole thing. So we'll have an area over there for a dumpster and stuff. But for now, we'd probably just put it back against the fence or something.
So you do plan on using a dumpster?
Yeah.
So again, that'll have to be on the plans.
Okay.
And that'll have to be an enclosure, so the building department can work with you on that as far as the type of enclosure that would be required.
Okay.
Yeah, we can accomplish all that with the business occupancy application.
Okay. And lighting, what kind of lighting are you planning, like in the parking lot or off the building?
There is lights off the building on the sides. I haven't got them working yet. We haven't even tried them. So, I mean, we'll add more if we have to, or put a couple poles or whatever. That's I own a construction company, and that's what we've done for the past 8 years for Fry Electric, is light poles and ADA sidewalks in Buffalo. So this would be pretty simple for us to do.
Yeah, so you're aware of the possible shading that may have to be done with the
Yeah.
residential property to the west?
Yep.
Backing up to Regal Street there.
Yeah, I actually have a whole pallet of them in my garage when you guys were talking. So I'll put them up.
Okay, you've got plenty enough room for snow storage.
Yep.
That's not going to be an issue. Planning board members, any questions from the members?
Yeah, how
Steve?
late are you guys open?
During the week it's 9, and on the weekend, or Friday and Saturday, it's 10.
And like, how much traffic does, like, how many customers do you normally get? Just out of curiosity, just like the traffic.
Like a day?
Yeah.
Or like all day?
No, a day. What would you?
So like tonight we'll see probably 500 people. Wow. And then the weekends we're 900.
But they're not in. I mean, they're just in and out, right? It's
Yeah.
not.
Well, yeah, it's changed. Like when we first opened up, like our grand opening, there was big, huge lines, and we were getting complaints that people were leaving, and because the lines were so big, nonstop coming in. So
That's interesting. That's interesting.
Just a follow-up question to that before Steve's got a question. Were you ever over capacity where you had to have a line outside?
yeah, but we see what we did was when we were opening, we had lines outside, and the first 6-7 months there was lines out the door, and that's when we kind of had to dial it in. So we spread the line out in the store, so now it stays in the store.
Steve?
Does your moving have anything to do with, if I'm mistaken, I believe you have an agreement currently with Decades to not sell paraphernalia, I guess you'd call it? Are you gonna, I guess, let's just,
Yeah.
are you gonna sell paraphernalia out of the new place?
No, we sell enough product where it's a waste of time. It's just another, the accountant will have to,
More-
we'll have to pay him to do a whole nother thing. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So, I mean, we could make money on it, but at the same time, and
Do what you do.
people come in and buy a pre-roll. You know what I mean? So for us to sell papers, it's just, I don't know. A lot of people just grab it, go, light it up, and smoke it. So to sell all that other stuff, we just never really wanted to be like, and I'm not saying Decades is tacky or nothing, but like those shops that you see around town with the lights, and we didn't want to be that. We just wanted to be, come in and do stuff classy, like a CVS or something, just.
The Apple Store. Of
Yeah.
I believe that's how it was first.
That's when it was
Apple
first
Store.
presented, yes.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff, a lot of kickback for that, so it worked though. So
Any other questions from the board? So at the current location, any issues with the neighbors?
no, the nail guy. Okay, so the thing is, like the rumor's been going around in the plaza, and I went in and got lunch off or dinner tonight before I came here, and he's like, "Oh man, you bring us so much business," and so the other neighbors around. I mean, it's brought in them a lot of business.
Well, that's the most activity I've seen in that plaza.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the place is almost,
There.
it's
Yeah.
full, isn't it? The whole place.
Yeah, I mean,
it's been full since I was young.
We've tried. We tried to make come up with an agreement to stay and everything like that. But a lot of people will come in the store and the one guy's like, "Hey, it smells in there," and it just needs upkeep. You know what I mean? And that was part of the part of the deal. And it just some of these people are opening up these stores that look nice, and it's not my building. And I'm a builder. If that was my building, they would probably. I mean, it would be beautiful. I mean, I like to have my things nice. So.
Anything else from the board members? Okay, legal, Sam?
So we have some requirements you've met before with your last permit. One of those is a copy of your license with the state.
Yep.
I didn't see that in the packet, but I assume we have that.
Yeah.
You've got bigger worries than the planning board if you don't have a license. So I think that's fine. There were some issues, and I'm sure you've
need a
discussed this with
license.
planning before, about the car shows, larger signage there. Do you have plans to have car shows or events at this new location?
Yeah, we would like to. So the problem was in the last one, a lot of there was only one tenant that had a problem with it, and I don't know why, because the amount of people that were going to those stores, so we went to the bakery next door, and we actually had her just set up tables. Everybody, even we told Decades, come over here, set up tables, do everything, do whatever you want, and everybody loved it. It was just the guy at the end that he was kind of upset about it. He come in and made up a bunch of stories and stuff, and he couldn't show us on the camera. So, but with those car shows, we were making a lot more money just with those car shows. But for the new spot, that's why we want to pave that side parking lot or that grass area. And in the back of the building, it's like kind of steps up, and it's like a, just a big open area back there that we, figured that we can just kind of make like an event center, kind of, you know what I mean? So if we do have them, they won't be hanging out outside. They can, kind of bring it in if they had to, and not be so loud outside or whatever.
So we do extend that parking lot, that's got to be a submittal, and
Yeah.
that'll go to Terry for
Yeah.
engineering.
Yep.
That's the kind of thing we'd want to make sure we get notice to the neighbors behind the parcel.
Okay.
They're going to find out.
Yeah, it's a little closer to residential,
Yeah.
new area than,
Yeah, it's that one house is right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is, you're compliant with the regulations. It's
Yeah.
fine. And just, having car shows there with the houses. About that. Are you opening locations anywhere else other
Yeah.
than Depew?
Yeah, we got one going in on Forest Ave right now in Buffalo. We bought a building on Niagara Falls Boulevard. We're like in the Boulevard Mall parking lot. So that's going to be a good one. I mean, they're supposed to start that mall this spring, I guess. And we have a couple. So what's been going on now? So like everyone's thinking you're going to get rich from it. Like, and I'm not saying I got rich, but when you're the first one, that's that gold rush. You know what I mean? So now everybody is seeing that they're opening up, and they're not. Everyone's still coming to Herbal IQ.
Yeah.
So what a lot of these people are doing now is they're just calling us and giving us a percent to name it Herbal IQ. So we
Okay,
got-
so it's kind of franchising
yeah,
different places. That's
Yeah.
great. Good for you.
yeah.
I have one other question. Oh, couldn't have been important. All right. Yeah, that's.
That's it.
Oh, I remember. No, it's a good one. Are you going to keep the other location across the street open when you move, or are you just going to still hold the lease?
We haven't. We were gonna come in because so say we close at 9 o'clock. We don't want to stop because I mean it brings so much money. We don't want to shut it down. So we're thinking now either if we just buy new things and put it in there, and keep that one open, and then next day just go, or when we close at 9 during the week or whatever, we'll just move everything over there real quick.
Like as storage or as an operational store? Because
Oh, you're saying keep?
yeah, are you going to have run
current.
two stores across the street from each other?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think they'll let us.
I don't think they'll let you. Either.
I'm
That's
gonna
what I was
ask.
asking.
I'm gonna ask New York State. I mean, New York State's been pretty good with us.
Yeah. I think our regulations might prohibit it.
Okay.
They might be in too close proximity.
All right.
So
yeah, no, we'll do it quick if we got to do it fast. And we're gonna keep it's not gonna be open. We're gonna keep the door unlocked. I don't know if we're allowed to do this. So when people do come there, we just we're gonna give them like
yeah, that's appropriate. But just
we'll just give them like a 10% off. It's down the street. Sorry,
they should lobby the DOT to put in nice crosswalks there too and everything.
I think they just did the sidewalks
Yeah.
there, right?
just get a
The
shuttle.
sidewalks, put in shuttle. Oh, a shuttle.
Yeah.
That's
The
what we
green
wanna do,
shuttle.
Too. I mean, that's part of that lounge. If New York State approves it, that's part of the plan is to have shuttle vehicles to pick people.
You are
up
in
from the
Depew.
airport.
You could get like a little train. You could drive it across the street. I'm sorry. I have no more comment.
Have you felt
Big school bus, paint it green.
with so many places opening? Because I'm on the road a lot. They're everywhere now.
Yeah.
It seems like. I mean, you got one obviously at Genesee and Transit, and you got another one that's going in across from the dealership south of you at Como and Transit. Are you feeling any? No.
No, I think like we have like so what we did like when we opened up, we targeted. I mean, Buffalo's only so big. There's 1 million people, and we targeted what everybody liked: the Bills, the sports. So we work a lot with like Trainwreck Sports. I mean, Sal Capaccio comes in and does a podcast on Thursdays or whatever. So I think we grabbed like that Bills Mafia theme, and it's kind of like we'd go to games and we'd hand out free products there to all the fans and stuff. So I think a lot of people are staying loyal, which I don't know if it'll last forever. It's kind of hard to say. Like I said, that the one guy just called me and said that everybody's like the proximity map is just filling up down Transit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. With what we're trying to do though, I think we're going to be set apart from everybody else because they're not going to have the lounge. They're like the Mad Men, Flintstones opening up there. when MedMen's closed down, they called us,
Flintstone.
and we bought everything inside. They sold us all their tables, just everything. And I mean, that store is tiny. So that's why we feel if we, can kind of expand and be a little bit bigger, it'll still kind of be somewhere where people want to go.
I mean, that one at Genesee in Transit,
Which one?
nothing, that Ether,
Oh, yeah.
nothing lasts in that area there.
No, that's what I said. Even Flintstones, how many restaurants was in that Mexican place?
Yeah.
The last 5 years.
Yeah.
Is that, how many of those
No.
places, it's funny, because I was in Rochester and I saw a billboard for Flintstone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's a pretty clever name. Is that, obviously, is that franchised?
Yeah. He's doing the same thing. So, I don't know. He's gonna go belly up, I think. I don't know. I'm not like a thing, but I mean, he's bought like 40 licenses, and now with that injunction, a lot of them can't open up. So they got all these spots that they're paying leases on. I mean, you can only pay leases on 40 spots for how long? You know what I mean? So that's kind of what we just like. If someone comes to us, we're not saying, hey, here's $1 million for a license. We're just telling them, hey, 20%, you name it, we'll run it, we'll do everything, we'll throw our staff, we'll hire everybody, train everybody. It's the easiest way to go is protects us because, as you see, New York State, they kind of, I don't know, they botched it, but it was good for us.
Sam, anything else?
No, I think this is the most I've ever commented.
I didn't mean to bust
It's
in.
interesting, trust me, it's I get questions about it all the time, so it's.
Code enforcement, Kate?
No, like I said earlier, I've got a good working relationship with Brad. He's always been compliant and willing to do whatever is asked at any of these meetings and what's required. And I think in the end, I think this is going to be a nice big building, and I do think that it'll keep you relevant in the game.
Yeah.
Engineering, Terry?
Yeah, hey Brad, could you show, on this picture right here, this map, do you own this? This is the whole piece over here also, that comes into this area, that grass area you're talking about right there?
Yeah.
It comes right into this other same of your property?
Yeah, we're behind
Okay.
the nail salon.
I was gonna say, if you're looking for a lot of traffic coming in and out of here, you got one entrance only. So if you do, looks like you do wanna expand parking over this area over here, you may consider the entrance over here, exit entrance, and maybe a drive around to get people in and out of here easier.
Yeah.
The only thing is, it's a state highway, DOT will have to be involved with the curb cut. There might be one there.
There is already one there.
Oh, then you're lucked out
So
then.
they added one.
Oh.
There's two there now, and then they added one.
Oh,
over here.
then you're golden
And the
on
one
that.
over here is bigger.
You don't gotta fight with them about
Yeah, I
that.
know, because that's what.
All right. You just gotta watch out for percentage of coverage. Oh, no, parking lots, you should be okay though, but you'll have to submit that for parking and that,
I
so.
don't think we're gonna go all the way behind.
Yeah, that little piece over here.
Yeah, because that nail guy, he's been trying to call me, he's left me a few messages, he wants to buy it.
There you go.
I'm not.
All right. All right, well, I'm sure we'll hear more about it.
Okay.
All right. I'm good. He knows about the handicap and the lighting and things like
Yeah.
that, so take care of that.
Thanks, Terry.
Good.
Any public concerns and comments? Okay, with that, motion would be in order to make a recommendation to the village board.
I, Member Matuzak, make a motion to make recommendation to the village board to accept the special use permit to operate the adult use cannabis retail dispensary as submitted. Do you want stipulations?
Yeah, the parking spaces need to be on the
Okay, with-
submittal, along with 2 handicap and a dumpster enclosure,
Okay,
and the lighting.
and lighting.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
On a motion by Member Matuzak, seconded by Measure Soha, to make a recommendation to grant a special use permit, could we have a roll call vote, please?
Member Soha,
Yes.
Member Fedorovich,
Yes.
Member Matuzak,
Yes.
Member Spencer,
Yes.
and Chairman Machewski.
Yes, 5-4, the motion is carried. Congratulations and good luck.
Yeah,
And
thank you.
thank you for staying in the village of Depew. We really
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah,
we
you've
wanna-
done
we
a-
wanna leave.
Done a good job. We appreciate it. Thank
Well,
you.
we're gonna make, the plan is to make more revenue, so.
Yeah, we figured that, yeah.
Thank you, Brad. Okay, with that, a motion is in order to adjourn.
So move.
Motion by Member Spencer, seconded by Member Fedorowicz. All in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? Meeting is adjourned at 19:20. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, no, thank you.
Good job, everybody.